Welcome back, Buckeye Nation, to your Caribou Data Science channel. Here at the Caribou Data Science channel, I'm all about giving you the data you need to understand the world around you. Okay, before we get started here, a couple quick favors. First, be sure to click that subscribe button. We're currently at 111 subscribers. I would love to get to 115 by the weekend. Secondly, click the like button. Third, maybe most important of all, click on the share button. Share this video with one friend and one family member today. All right? Thanks so much for your time. Buckeye Nation, now let's get on with the report. Also, okay, so you can see that Ohio has 1.04 million cases, 14,382 deaths. This is a subtle reminder, they did in fact understate the deaths for the fourth quarter of 2020 by almost 4,000 deaths. Thursday's daily coronavirus, that's on Tuesday the 11th, or Thursday the 11th, showed more than 720 deaths, of which 600 came from the previous unreported deaths. October, with most deaths occurring in. So we gotta be a little cautious. I mean, you can see here that the cases are continuing to decline, maybe flattening out here a little bit, and you can see the problem right here. Okay, uh, this whole period here is underreported by almost 4,000 cases or deaths. Instead, those were added on until February. I don't know why we have a gap here. That's the only question. I'm really not sure here. But again, so add these numbers back on at 2 days in February. Okay. So apparently cases numbers are continuing to be reliable. Okay. But deaths, well, again, these deaths here are underreported. And for two weeks and 2 days in January, the numbers were overreported by almost 4,000 deaths. Notice here the January numbers, January cases. This is the one that's off by 4,000 total cases. This again, this numbers here were underreported for 4,000. This number here represents it's was overreported by 4,000 because of these here. Uh, why they didn't? Okay, so basically, for those two, I'm almost tempted. I don't know. We're using moving averages, and it still says the same. Yeah, let's do this. What's our moving average here? You know what? Let's try this. So let's come back up here then. Didn't really do a lot there. Let's just go back to 14. I'm not sure why we got that huge gap there in January. Still don't understand this gap here. So, of course, what this means is this also means that the total deaths for the U.S. is first understated by 4,000 in the fourth quarter, and now it's going to be overstated. Really, it's not simply just the highest numbers. It affects all the numbers. That's what's so really ignoring these. Okay, deaths are kind of hard to call here. Again, deaths are basically meaningless at this point. We got to subtract. If we subtract the 4,000, well, guess what? That brings us down to 2,000 for the month so far. Of course, I don't know why the New York Times isn't doing something about this, redistributing the numbers. Okay, so here we go. 5 counties with the most cases the last 7 days. Franklin second with over 150. This is Franklin County's cases. You can see those are decline, but deaths are increasing. Okay, but again, these deaths are off by 4,000 back in here. Okay, at the state level, and who knows? I mean, it's overstated. I mean, how can that be acceptable? I'd like to encourage you to go back and redistribute those 4,000 cases back over the fourth quarter somehow. Okay. Okay. What am I doing here?